Money's tight this month. I had to replace all 4 tires. Just my luck, smack in the middle of wedding season. I went a little too crazy on Amazon Prime Day. Well, the budget's already blown, so next month, I'll tighten things up. Next month, I'll start fresh. Let's be real. How many times have you told yourself, I'll do it next month? The truth is, next month isn't a real point in time. It's just a fictional boundary your brain makes up to trick you into spending money today, guilt-free. And today, we're going to expose this little trick. Think back to your last Target run. You went in for laundry detergent, and bam, you walked out with a $200 receipt for scented candles and throw pillows. When that notification hit your phone, what did you think? Was it, crap, I went way over budget this month? Oh well, whatever. The budget's already ruined, so I'll just buckle down and start over next month. Psychologists actually call this the what the hell effect. We convince ourselves that since this month's budget is already broken, spending an extra $50 on takeout or a little online shopping won't kill us. So we comfort ourselves with this naive belief in a perfect next month. But don't worry, I'm not here to judge you. I'm not going to tell you to cut out your morning coffee or deprive yourself of life's little joys. I just want to show you why your brain is so addicted to saying next month, and most importantly, how to hack this trap and redesign your system so you never have to say, maybe next month ever again. But seriously, why is it always next month? When you slip and overspend, why don't you say, I'll spend less this afternoon, or I'll start over tomorrow? The answer lies in a phenomenon Dr. Katie Milkman calls the fresh start effect. We love tying our habit changes to big milestones, the first of the month, the first Monday of the week, or New Year's Day. No wonder everyone's budget looks like a masterpiece on the first. The catch is, our brains are sneaky. The exact second you tell yourself, I'll save money next month, your brain gives you a hit of dopamine, the happy hormone. You feel relieved, proud, and instantly satisfied. Almost as if you've already achieved the goal, even though your bank account hasn't grown by a single cent. Basically, we're addicted to the feeling of planning rather than actually doing the work. And this leads us to the most classic lie you tell yourself every single day, the myth of a normal month. Sound familiar? Car repairs killed me this month, but next month will be a normal month, so I'll definitely be able to save. Here's the brutal truth. There is no such thing as a normal month. If the car doesn't break down, next month the dog gets sick. The month after that, you've got a best friend's destination wedding. Then it's summer vacation, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We keep budgeting for a flawless, perfect month, and the second something comes up, we throw in the towel and push it to next month. Chaos isn't the exception. It is the normal state of being an adult. Waiting for an incident-free month to start managing your money is like waiting for a zero-gravity day to learn how to dance. It's just never going to happen. But why, after hundreds of failed next months, do we blindly keep making this promise? This is where neuroscience steps in, and the truth about how your brain views future you is going to give you goosebumps. Back in 2011, psychologist Hal Hershfield did a fascinating study. They put participants in an fMRI brain scanner. When you're asked to think about yourself in the present, a specific region of your brain lights up. But when you think about a stranger, like a Hollywood actor, for instance, a completely different area fires up. Here's the scary part. When they asked people to think about themselves in the future, the part of the brain that lit up was an exact match for when they thought about a total stranger. Bluntly put, on a biological level, your brain doesn't see next month you as you. It sees them as some random person. That's why when you happily swipe that credit card today and tell yourself, I'll pay it off next month, you don't feel stressed. Because subconsciously, you're forcing some stranger to clean up the financial mess you made today. And who cares if a stranger has to break their back paying off your debt? As long as we're having fun today. Ironically, we're incredibly delusional about this stranger called future self. Researchers call this optimism bias. Stats show that we consistently underestimate our future expenses by about 30%. We're convinced that next month you is going to be this godly, perfect version of us. They'll have more money, they'll be immune to takeout, they'll have iron discipline, wake up at 5 a.m. and manage every single penny. But let's be real. Are you any less tired or busy today than you were last month? Nope. Next month, you're going to have the exact same work stress. You'll still crave your $7 iced latte, and you'll still be too lazy to cook. We are betting our entire financial future on one single thing, future you's willpower. But willpower isn't infinite. It's like a phone battery. By the end of the day, it's completely dead. If you wait until the end of the month to scrape together some willpower just to see how much is left to save, the balance is guaranteed to be zero. So, if we can't trust our brains and we can't rely on the willpower of our future self, what's the way out? How do truly financially free people keep their money? The answer is pretty brutal. They don't use willpower at all. Willpower is for amateurs. They use something way better. The secret to keeping your money isn't superhuman willpower. It's that you shouldn't use willpower at all. You need to use systems. Think about it. If you just let your paycheck sit in your checking account and tell yourself, I'll try to spend less so I have some left over at the end of the month, you are playing a game with a 100% fail rate. You're squeezing out whatever tiny drop of willpower you have left after a tiring day of work to battle the most brilliant minds in the world at Amazon and ad agencies. People who literally design systems just to drain your wallet. To win this game, you have to redesign your environment. And the most powerful tool you can use is a concept psychologist Peter Gollwitzer calls implementation intentions. Here's how it works. Instead of setting a vague goal, like I'll try to save next month, you program a simple behavioral command using an if-then structure. If my direct deposit hits, then exactly 1 second later. The bank system automatically transfers 10% straight into a hidden high-yield savings account or brokerage account that I don't have a debit card for. If I pay off all my fixed bills on the 2nd of the month, then the leftover money automatically transfers into my guilt-free spending account. See the difference? You don't have to make a decision. You don't have to fight a mental battle every time you walk past a coffee shop. You don't have to negotiate with that stranger in the future anymore. The system does it for you. That is the core of the money loop architecture, making good behavior the path of least resistance. When you automate your savings, a miracle happens. The guilt disappears. You know for a fact that your investments, debt payments, and savings were automatically handled flawlessly on day one. The rest of the money sitting in your guilt-free spending account, you have every right to blow every last penny on whatever you want, whether it's a new pair of shoes or a night out, without a single ounce of regret. The chaos of a not normal month will still happen, tires will still blow out occasionally, but it won't be able to destroy your future because you already paid yourself first. We've been living a sweet life for way too long. We lull ourselves to sleep with the illusion that future self is going to be a saint of discipline, swooping in to neatly clean up all the messes we made today. But life isn't a movie. The future isn't some miracle that just drops from the sky. It's just a series of toe days repeated over and over. If you don't change how you act today, that next month you keep waiting for is ultimately going to look exactly like last month. Your money is currently running through a massive maze, meticulously designed by billion-dollar corporations for one single purpose: to drain it from your pocket into theirs. If you don't design your own defense system, you just become a pawn in someone else's system. So, I've got a tiny challenge for you. Don't comment below saying, "I'll do this tomorrow." Don't wait for the weekend. The second this video ends, open up your banking app. Set up just one auto transfer. Even if it's just $20, send it straight to your savings account on the exact day your next paycheck hits. Automate your savings. Let the system do the work. Give your mind a break. Here's an incredibly brutal truth. The heaviest price we pay in life isn't money, it's procrastination. Because lost money can eventually be earned back with time, but the time you spend living in anxiety, struggling, and feeling financially insecure, you can never, ever get that back. Don't let the words "next month" rob you of the freedom that rightfully belongs to you. Okay, so now you're good. You know how to build an automated wall to keep your money safe at the input stage. You've taken back control from your own brain. But that defensive wall is going to be completely useless, and your budget will still be shattered if you step outside and collide with a psychological manipulation system that's even more terrifying: the people around you. You might be great at automating your savings when you're alone, but what happens when your best friends invite you to a fancy restaurant? When your coworkers ask you to grab coffee every single day, when you feel pressured to pack your bags and go on a trip with everyone just so you don't feel left out? The truth is, your friends are secretly rewriting your budget every single day without you even realizing it. How do you deal with financial pressure from your social circle without turning into a cheapskate or losing your friends? Click right into the next video on the screen. Let's plug up this massive leak together.